You literally just have to do it. And you know what I'm talking about. You know that task that you've been overthinking about doing, and you haven't been doing it. Well, let's put it like this. And you're probably overthinking it maybe because of external factors, people around you. And the problem with this is that these people, whoever they may be, family members, friends, or just people, society in general, right? These people, because they're so low IQ, they will hate you regardless of what you do. If you work out, they'll hate you. If you don't work out, they'll hate you. So you may as well just work out. If you eat healthy, they'll hate you. If you don't eat healthy, they'll still hate you. So you may as well just eat healthy. If you're religious, they'll hate you. If you're not religious, they'll hate you. So you may as well just be religious, right? Etc., etc., etc. And this can apply to almost anything, right? So that's why you should choose the best option, because regardless, these people are going to hate you. And by best option, choose the best objective option, right? And what I mean by that is, choose an option. By best option, what I do have to clarify this because there are some idiots that are going to watch this and think, oh, best for whatever feels like it. But that's not what I mean. I mean best option as in doing something your future self can be proud of you for doing. Not doing something degenerate. Do something that your future self can be proud of you for doing and be like, thank God I did this back then. And this can obviously fall into many things, right? Like for example, training when you don't feel like training, eating clean when you really want to eat junk food, but you're still going to eat clean, sleeping early, learning, building, growing, maybe starting that business that you wanted to do, or maybe you wanted to learn about a certain subject. Maybe you're really into history. You wanted to start learning about history. So, what is the best course of action when it comes to this? You have to pick the path your future self will thank you for. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. All the other people, I mean, they'll hate on you regardless. So you may as well. With these people, you can never win. Because whether you go down the path that they want you to go down, they'll still have a problem with you doing it. Because unfortunately, with the way most people are, they're low intelligence, and they really have no idea of how life works. Because if they did, then they would be on the higher echelon of society. But they're clearly not. Like they're just like everyone else. And this is the biggest problem: is that unfortunately most people are like that. And I've mentioned this in previous videos where most people are mediocre, but they think that they are not. Right? So that's why it's important to, stop seeking that validation from these people because, they're even if you did everything they said, they would still have a problem with it. And if you go the other way around and you go, so you're gonna face that hate regardless. And these people will hate you just even for trying, just for trying. And the weird thing is that hate always usually tends to come from beneath you, not from above you. I mean, now, when have you ever really seen someone that's jacked hating on someone that's fat or skinny at the gym? It doesn't really happen, right? Or, you know, a, a, a rich guy hating on like a poor person for starting like a business, let's say. It doesn't really happen. Or even at like the MMA gym, really. You don't see like, a noob hating on another noob for starting his martial art journey. That's why it's very important not to live your life based on how these people aka the normies, will respond to you. If you're doing something good, then by default, you have to do it for yourself, not for the outside approval of these people, because these people will never be satisfied. And unfortunately, that's just the case. And it's mainly because they're probably not satisfied with their own life. So that's why they have to drag you down. And I had this quote actually. It's the people who drag you down never are able to get out of that rut themselves. They can never climb out of, you know, their own despair. So the next best thing that they can do is try and drag more people down. Because, if they can drag more people down, it's like, oh, at least it's not just me. At least it's not just me. Look, it's not just me. Because unfortunately, people are group thinkers like this. Even with like gi jujitsu, people will hate you for not wearing the gi. People will hate you for doing regular grappling. So you may as well just do regular grappling. you know, it shouldn't be that hard to say, but it's the same thing with them. That's why it's very important not to involve people in their approval. You have to do this for your own self development, right? And even in one of my previous videos, I said you have to be rational, not emotional. And at the end of the day, your decisions should be based on the objective truth, not what necessarily feels good. You have to ask yourself, what is the best thing I can do for myself right now that my future self will be proud of? And you have to ask this question like very often. It's not just in this video. You have to ask yourself this question almost every day, actually every day, pretty much. And I actually recommend if you guys have the bravery to go and write this in the comment section. What is the best thing you can do right now that your future self will be proud for you of you? Right? And you don't want to be that person that falls into laziness, peer pressure, or worst of all, self-doubt. Because it's already hard enough. The outside world already hates you enough. Now when you hate yourself mentally, it's all hope is basically lost at that point. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of doubt, right? That is actually normal. But like to have so much self-doubt to the point where it's just way too much, then there's no point. This is Even though the environment that you like basically live in is very important, and it's probably a video I'm gonna make another video actually. Now that I think about it, on the environment and everything, and I don't mean like environment like the hippies, they say environment, protect the environment. I mean the environment of basically the people you surround yourself with. That's what I mean. Or yeah, I guess people that you surround yourself with and where you're mostly at. That's what I mean by environment. You can actually, even though environment is very important, and studies do back this up, even though that is very important, but it is a lot easier for someone with a good mental state that has little to no doubt whatsoever in themselves to actually perform a lot better than someone that is in a really good environment but has so much self-doubt, which I don't even know how that would be possible, but for sake of argument, we'll say that. And that's why it's very important to hold a very high, you know, you know, mental frame in your mind so that you don't form that self-doubt. And I'll probably make a separate video on self-doubt. Now, basically it's killing you mentally, because at the end of the day, it's emotional. You need to be disciplined, logical, and focused. And in a world full of critics, y- you have to train anyway. You have to eat clean anyway. You have to work hard anyways. So you may as well just do it. as the title implies, instead of overthinking about it, oh, what is this person gonna say? What is that person gonna say? Just do it. Just do it. Just keep going. Just keep going. And of course, just do it doesn't apply to anything. It means do what's right, like I've been saying. Do it because it's the best choice. Not necessarily the easiest choice, not the flashiest, but the most honorable one. Hopefully, this video made sense to you. And the reason I'm going to be keeping this video specifically shorter than my other videos is because I want this message to be very straightforward. You have to just do it. And if it's like a very specific thing you need help on, you can join my Patreon, right, where you can get my custom one-to-one help. And you know, a lot of you might be overthinking, and to help you kill that overthinking, you can join my Patreon. Like I've helped other people as well. But yeah, I mean, do all that YouTube stuff, like and subscribe, and until next time.